Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and this is Homeworld 2 Remastered, and it is a remake of Homeworld 2 that was released back in 2003, and of course this is a part of the Homeworld Remastered Collection that was released on Steam just recently. So I'm going to have a quick look at Homeworld 2. I'm not going to get too far into this series just yet because of course I'm working on the Homeworld 1 series, but I thought some of you would like to at least have a quick look at Homeworld 2 before we move on, and I'm going to have a quick look through the options again, and they seem to be the same as what we've got in Homeworld 1. So I want everything set to the highest details possible. I think my PC should be reasonably capable of dealing with that. I've got a GTX 780 running in the PC, only 8GB of RAM though, and I've got an i5 2500K CPU. So there we go, we can apply those and start a new single player campaign. Now I never played Homeworld 2 back in 2003. I don't really know why that was. I did really love Homeworld back in 1999, so it's a little bit of a surprise I didn't go to it, but I'm very keen to have a look at what this game's like and how much and if any of the gameplay was actually changed for Homeworld 2. Relatively quick loading screen there. Let's have a look what GEARBOX presents us with. GEARBOX of course bought the rights to the Homeworld franchise back a few years back. Homeworld 2. It looks like we'll get a cutscene here, and of course I'll put a little annotation here allowing you to skip the cutscene if you really want to.
With it came the gift of interstellar travel, and the Outer Rim trade routes were established, uniting the galaxy in peace.
Every time I see those vehicles, I can't help but think of shipbreakers.
Passed before the second core was discovered on a desert planet.
And that should be a pretty good game. Hopefully not too long before it comes out, although there seems to be very little news on it recently. But I imagine the success of Homeworld here would have an effect on that because of course the games are related.
But the exiles returned to their homeworld, Hiigara. A young woman led them across the galaxy, and it is she who will lead them again. Her name is Karen Sajet. This is the story of the end time. We know this because the third core has been found. Under the dark influence of this core, the Taiidan have risen under a new leader, a Vagar warrior lord named Makan. He calls himself the Sajukar, the Chosen One. Many systems have already fallen under his shadow, and his eyes are set upon Hiigara. Deep inside the great derelict at Tanis, construction of a new mothership is underway. The pride of Hiigara. Once more, the exiles will face the coming darkness.
This is Fleet Command. Stand by for hyperspace core transfer.
Containment unit online. All power signatures in the green. Primary couplings released.
Trajectory is good. The hyperspace core is away.
Oh, look at that. Quite a nice transition there, indeed. And they were, of course, taking that to the mothership. It's its jump engine core. I wonder if there's anyone there protecting that. It's obviously a very, very valuable piece of equipment.
Proceed with transfer.
The implication is these things can't be built as they're only discovered as ancient artifacts. Now the scale on this game looks a lot different to this scale on number 1, doesn't it? Everything looks much, much larger. Not to mention that there's a lot more details on the screen here. Just look at everything going on. Very impressive. Yeah, lovely lighting. And of course the soundtrack, as always, is completely awesome. And it's also reminiscent somewhat of Battlestar Galactica, isn't it? There's some elements there from that series. And indeed, Battlestar Galactica, the first miniseries, the pilot episodes, as it were, of the new series, actually come out in 2003 as well. And off we go, launching a mothership again.
Main engines online.
But I somehow have a feeling that this one isn't going to have much more luck than the previous one, is it? Nice little touches there, eh? These things look good. So, what's that? Some cryo chambers again over there? The little yellow boxes. Definitely makes a little difference seeing all the little bits and bobs floating around. And you know, it was either just me, or the textures look quite a little bit higher here than on the previous game. Here comes the mission briefing already. Okay, what have we got to do?
On the mothership, we must conduct a series of trials to ensure all critical systems are operational.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I understand
Throughout
that.
these trials, the mothership will be running with a minimal crew and will remain docked with Tanis.
Okay.
Once these trials are complete, we will launch the mothership and test the hyperspace core.
Okay.
The first trial will test the resourcing system. A resource collector is standing by.
Yep.
Begin retrieval of resource containers at this location.
Got lots of resource units there. Not a problem. Let's get on and do that then. But first I want to have a little bit of a closer look at some of these rather lovely looking ships here. Very nice environment again. I do like being in amongst a nebula. Some people might feel it's a little bit of a cliche to be that way in space now, but for me it really gives that lovely feeling of the environment. The size of that dock there, look at it. Not to mention whatever it is over in the background. Some nice lighting effects as well. Anyway, let's get to it. So the resource collectors look a little bit different this time round.
Designated. Group 10 designated.
I hit 2 keys at once there. My fat fingers mashed the keys. Let's go and
Salvage target
collect
acquired.
them. So apparently not cryo chambers this time, but resources. Nicely done. Very nice to see all the little branding and the logos on there, and look how much detail is actually included on these ships with relatively high textures, which is good. Where are you going to put that? You're going to put that in the side of the ship. It was a little larger this time, but
Resourcing systems.
still a little bit of a TARDIS probably. Oh, look, a slot at the front as well. But we can't see through to the other one.
Now test the mothership's production capabilities.
Okay.
Begin construction of a fighter facility subsystem.
Okay, so subsystems means it's a little bit different, doesn't it? Fighter facility enables fighter class production. Production facility takes 1 production slot. Okay, so how many production slots do I actually have? Show all. Subsystem queue. It's a little bit different to how things are set before. Okay. Because the ship itself produced the fighters, didn't it? But it still constructs fairly fast, which is good.
Boundary, this is 4. How far away?
Let's see where the resource collector. Let's keep up with him. I'd imagine there must be many thousands of people working on a shipyard like that. You see all the size of it and the little light in here. It's got to be pretty darn immense, isn't it? I'm sure someone, somewhere, has drawn the Homeworld mothership in scale to other ships from sci-fi, or indeed some popular landmarks, to give us an idea of the scale. Something I'd quite like to see.
Mothership fighter facility complete. Fighter facility subsystem
I see.
complete.
So it's
Engineering
there
is
at the
online
side.
and ready for fighter production.
To test basic combat capabilities, construct an interceptor squadron.
Right, but how many ships in an interceptor squadron? Oh, automatically build a squadron then. Description, basic fighter squadron.
Production underway.
I assume. Looks like an interceptor and 5 smaller ships. So again, quite a bit different to Homeworld 1 in its approach to things. Rather than building individual ships, where it looks like we build squadrons. And that might indeed have a dramatic effect on how combat turns out, because it's likely we could end up with a lot more ships. Assuming it scales.
Interceptor squadron complete.
Let's watch these launch. I'd like to see it. Oh, they come out the front
Stand
there.
by to begin combat trials.
5 things and
Perimeter Station Chimera
where
will
was the...
assist by providing target drones. The drones are located here. Use the
And they're now going
interceptors
red.
to destroy the target drones.
So only interceptors, no corvette, which the image here does imply there's a corvette, but fair enough.
Copy.
Right, and I can't select individual ships, of course, but I will
Group
bind
1
them to
designated.
Group 1. Tennis base. Ooh, let's have a look at that. Again, it's going back to the simple design of things, isn't it? And how they can be made to look very appealing. And Elite did this with its wedge-shaped ships before, and they still can look very good, even though their basic geometry is very, very simple. Camera station, I'm going to have a look at that as well. A bit larger there with some production facilities, some docking hatches by the looks of it, and of course the solar arrays. And these are the guys I've got to go over and destroy. So,
Group 1 copies.
Group 1, come and attack these.
Intercept.
Let's get rid of the build menu. Seeing all these other bits and bobs floating around really does give a different sense to the environment, doesn't it? A sense of scale. The star looks huge. Boom. Okay. You're going to destroy the other ones? Go on.
All weapons on target.
Why not? I found the interceptors a little bit weak in Homeworld 1. Of course they were fairly light ships, so I suppose that made sense. But these seem to be destroying targets very, very quickly. A lot quicker than doing these trials the first time around. Which is nice to see. It means the 2 games are going to be slightly different in how we approach them and how we play them. Which is good. It means we're not replaying the same game over and over. My resource collector over the back there still doing its job.
Group 1 reports victory.
Well done, Group 1.
Attention, Tannis Control. This is Perimeter Station Chimera. We have multiple unidentified units detected.
Oh dear.
Signal indicates Vader bomber strike course.
This doesn't look good. Quite a squadron
This
there.
is a scramble alert. All All pilots to their stations.
Yes, defend our base. But for Chimera Station it looks like it could be a little bit too late unless they happen to have a large number of ships there.
Leader. Enemy units locked in. Awaiting orders.
They're larger ships, of course, aren't they? Right, so do I get to control them?
Tanis is under attack. All forces to combat alert. This is not a test. Interceptors have been launched from Chimera. The enemy must be eliminated. Order all interceptors to destroy the Vagar bombers.
Standing by.
Go on then.
Group 3 designated.
Well, let's get those bombers.
Sector laid in.
Let's have a look. Slightly up close here. Just look at them. But these are aggressive.
Show no mercy.
Oh, blimey, look at the destruction of that. They're quite high powered, aren't they? Of course, not surprising being bombers, but it means likely they haven't got too much in the way of gun defences. Hopefully. But they're approaching their target no matter the cost to themselves, aren't they? They've taken another approach on the base there. Not doing quite as much damage now. Where's my interceptors? Come on, guys. Take these people out.
Group 1
Well done.
defeated the enemy.
Good job. Oh, there's some more coming.
Chimera Station is offline.
Yeah.
The Vagar have breached the Tanis perimeter.
The mothership is under attack. We cannot stay here any longer. Emergency launch underway.
So what do I do here?
Stand by for emergency launch.
Roger that, Tanis.
Looks like my interceptors might be in a bit of trouble there.
Primary
Actually, I've got no control over them at the moment. Do I build a few more ships? Or what are we going to have to do here? Yeah, she's looking good, but it's not looking so good for the other guys, is it? God, look at the scorch
mothership
mark
has
left there.
cleared Tanis. We are away.
Indeed. Now, the question is, what do we do
Multiple
here?
enemy reinforcements detected. Estimated time before contact, 2 minutes. Begin construction of attack bombers immediately. Bombers will be required to defend the mothership.
Yes. Let's let the interceptors keep doing their job. Hopefully they'll keep away from any of the larger ships. So what have we got here? We want a bomber squadron.
Production underway.
How much points we got? I'll build 2 bomber
Production
squadrons
underway.
and I'll build
Production
another
underway.
interceptor squadron. And hopefully that'll leave us around about 1,000 points or so. Tanis base is not looking good, is it?
Copy.
What have we got?
Group 2
Here
reporting.
we got 2 fighter squadrons, hopefully still fully intact.
Group 2 copy.
Come on guys, you're doing a good job here. Where's Chimera base? Over there. Tanis station,
Bomber squadron
Tanis
complete.
base. Yep, where's the enemy bomber?
Group 10 reporting. Group 10 reporting.
Group 10 still getting some
Group 2
resources.
reporting.
And
Group 2 copies.
let's have a look at the mothership.
Mothership fighter facility under attack.
Yeah, I know, but where have my
Drawing heavy fire.
interceptors gone and my squadron's gone? They're automatically fighting straight away. That's good. I was looking for them and they're already out there.
Bomber squadron complete.
Yeah, I know. There's one bomber squadron out there already. Let's
Confirmed.
Group 4
put them to
designated.
group 4.
Priority alert. The Vega are using hyperspace gates.
What's this mean?
If they are not destroyed, the enemy will deploy reinforcements through them. These
Okay.
gates must be destroyed.
Yeah, well that's not a problem. I've got a couple of bomber squadrons. They can come out there and do that. What's that? Is that bomber squadron dead? Let's have a look. Yep. The interceptors need to attack these.
Engaging. Group 1. Attack
Bomber squadrons. Where's the other bomber squadron?
Interceptor squadron complete.
Target confirmed. Confirmed.
So 2, and we can add that.
Group 2 reinforced.
Group 2 reinforced. Yep. But where's my other bomber squadron? There. So Group 4.
Reporting.
And where's the other bomber squadron? Did build 2 bomber squadrons, didn't I? But there, by the looks of it.
Group 1 reporting. Group 2. Group 4 reporting. Standing by.
Group 4 reinforced.
That's it. Hopefully we can destroy these a little bit faster now because there's 2 bomber squadrons on them.
Destroyed.
Yep.
Destroy all the remaining hyperspace gates.
Under fire. Requesting orders. I'm taking hits here.
I know. Not much I can do about that when you need to get the gates destroyed.
Group 1
So,
reporting.
if I lost Group 1?
Group 1 copies.
Group 1, you need to be over there, mate.
Target confirmed. Group 2 copies.
Or Group 3 needs to be over
Moving
here.
to intercept.
Whereas Group 4 needs to be destroying these gates.
Group 3 standing by. Group 2 copies. Group 3.
All these should be Group 3.
Group 3 reinforced.
Group 4 have nearly destroyed the gates. Yep, now Group 3 can destroy these gate generators as well, as they've killed the remaining attack forces. Let's come on, we're nearly done. Well done.
Long-range sensors have detected multiple enemy signals converging on Tanis.
Oh, crikey, now what?
All ships initiate docking procedures and stand by for hyperspace.
Yeah, but what about the remaining bases? There's 3 bases here. Not to mention the...
The Vega have arrived.
oh, these are some large forces. Don't think they stand much of a chance anyway. Shame we can't evacuate them. Look at the size of that. Some immense capital ships there, and the bases have got no chance of surviving that, have they? Not to mention the dock. We've got away just in time. Well, I'd imagine there was many people having gone there. Mission successful. I'm not sure how much of a success I would call that.
Tanis base has been destroyed. The Vega have launched a massive invasion. The Garan outposts are falling all across the inner rim. The crew of the mothership is making an emergency departure. Planetary defense systems are standing by. Before we can mount a counterattack, we must rendezvous with the mothership's crew. We will exit hyperspace in the shadow of the Angel Moon. A rally point has been established at this location. Prepare for enemy contact.
So that then, in brief, is a preview of Homeworld 2 Remastered.
The mothership is on its way. We're
And
going to make
it looks pretty great indeed, doesn't it? Very much looking forward to getting into this part of the game.
report status.
But that will be after I've played through Homeworld 1. So I'll be back to this soon. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys and girls next time. This has been Obsidian Ant, signing off.
Mission 4 standing by.